Hello everyone, my name is AZZATRU, how are you, and welcome to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 video of mine, and this video is going to be my top 10 must-have mods for Star Wars Battlefront 2. So this is a little bit different to the regular top 5 mods of the week episodes I do. This is going to be mods that are currently updated for Battlefront 2 and they won't necessarily have released in the past week. I've got a couple of ideas to do more videos like this, so if you have any ideas of what top 10 mods I should focus on, whether it be top 10 clone legions or top 10 sequel trilogy skins, something like that. If you have any ideas, let me know down below. I'm going to try and do 1 or 2 of these a week, so you guys are getting more mod related content. Before I do get into the top 10 countdown, I just want to say that you're probably going to disagree with some of the mod choices I've gone with, but unfortunately I've gone with the ones that have been updated to the current version of Battlefront 2 as of June 2018, because there are some really useful mods that just have not been updated. Like, they look fantastic, they're great to use, and they are a must-have, but they have not been updated, so we can't use them. So therefore, it defeats the object of being put in this video. But if they do get updated, I may revisit a video like this in a few months' time. But this isn't about models like, say, an Anakin skin or a 501st mod or anything like that. It's about what makes the playing experience better in terms of gameplay and stuff like that. So in 10th position, we have the Better Collection menu mod from Cade. And unfortunately, this mod is really basic at the moment, but Cade has some changes that are going to be coming to this mod in the future that I would really put this higher up on the list, but they're not out right now. So I know this mod isn't fully complete, so it's not really useful at the moment. It will be in the near future, and Cade really does some awesome mods. So right now, you have a hide UI button on the main menu, which people have been asking for quite some time. Also, the UI elements of the collection menu have been compacted, so it doesn't cover the characters as much. It's not so funny, it's a little bit better. So the upcoming changes to this mod are the skill point displayer, precise end indicator, a quit button, separate hero ships, and dynamic settings menu that will let you disable and enable different features. So when this mod is at its best in the next update, hopefully, that is when it's going to be really awesome to use. In number 9 today, we have the improved extraction HUD from Cade again. So although this is a really minor mod and people will think, how is this useful? Well, it's a mode that lots of people are playing, it's a mode people like, and it just declutters the top of the HUD. It's kind of pointless, to be honest, the extra arrow that they added in. So if you want a decluttered HUD just by a little bit, this is the one for you. It's just slightly better, or it's just personal preference, it's up to you, but I'm finding myself to use this often because I love extraction and I find it a very popular game mode in terms of what I usually play. In 8th position, we have the Studio Frontend Remake mod from B240. It replaces the entire background of the menu with darkness, so it allows the models to shine freely. So there's actually 2 versions of the mod. There is the traditional one that's just really standard, but then there's also the bright version which adds extra light onto the models, so it makes them stand out even more. So if this is something you would like to use, then it's totally up to you. It's personal preference, but I do find it useful instead of just having that extra background with all the smoke here and there. It's just nice to look at the models without any distraction. In 7th position, we have another mod from Cade, and it is the spawn screen level progress indicator. So instead of just having the class name repeated twice but in smaller text, because that's what happens on the spawn screen, it's kind of weird, you actually have the exact XP required to get to the next rank plus your current XP. So it's really helpful. It's what's in the collection menu, but it's just been brought forward, and it just uses some pointless text and replaces it with something that's actually interesting and useful. Because if, for example, you're 5,000 score away, you can, instead of just looking at that indicator in the HUD when you're playing the game, if you respawn, you'll be able to see the exact number you need to get to that next rank, which is great, I think. In 6th position, I've got a really awesome mod from Danger Cat, and this is AutoMute. So this completely disables all peer-to-peer voiceover functions in the game. So you know when you're partying up with people, maybe you're someone like me and wants to play with subscribers and whatnot, and people have their mics unmuted. The whole system in the game is awful. So this just mutes everything. Or if you're playing with a friend that's mic's broken and is messing up and you don't want to hear it, this disables everything. It's awesome. It's really, really useful. All UI related to voice is gone as well. And on top of that, what I think is really, really awesome is that the chat from one round to another will keep. So say you type some messages and have some conversations in one game. Usually in Battlefront, when you leave or even stay in the same lobby, the chat will just disappear because it gets wiped. Well, with this mod, it keeps it, so you can actually see and carry on conversations in that chat. So I thought that was a really neat feature. In 5th position, I have a mod I can't show you, and I can't really let you hear it either because of copyright, but this is the enhanced music mod from Lamestreamer, and this replaces most of the continuous music tracks with better and more intense tracks. So you'll have music from Starfighter Assault maps, you'll have familiar combat loops that were only heard in the campaign and not reused in the multiplayer. It replaces the main menu music, the win-loss music loops as well. And finally, it actually overrides the audio sample rate from 48,000 to 192,000. So you're getting much higher quality audio, which is a fantastic addition, and that's why I think it's really useful. In 4th position, I have the full Filmic FX remover from Lamestreamer, and this removes the lens flare, chromatic aberration, film grain vignette, radial blur, motion blur, lens distortion, most importantly the bloom reducer, because the other stuff you can remove manually, but this just does it all in one go, and it just makes the lightsabers specifically look so much better, and the lighting of the game, because there's just this horrible bloom that I really wish was not in the game, and it really affects the lightsabers. It's just so frustrating because the lightsabers could look so much better if this was removed, but this mod gets rid of it. Even just little lights on the map look so much better with this mod. In 3rd position, I have the 25v25 arcade mod from Locha Films, and it does exactly what it says on the tin. It adds 15 enemy AI and friendlies for both sides, so that goes for both Team Battle and Starfighter Battle. So it makes Starfighter Battle so much more immersive. You don't just get 10v10 anymore and the maps feel empty, you get 25v25. It feels so much more alive, and the same goes for Team Battle on the ground. The battles just feel a lot more exciting. Some of the AI are pretty bad, like they'll just sort of stand there at times, but at the same time, it just makes for a better experience. This is a really good one, and if you play arcade, this is a must-have. In 2nd position, I have the Better Savers 10 or X mod, I don't know which one it is, from Mr. 57, and this just makes lightsabers look incredible. The colour is much more pronounced, it's more movie accurate, and the glow is just perfect, because for some reason, I don't know why in the game they opted for a lightsaber look that didn't really glow the surroundings, especially when he was in a darkly lit room, because when you watch the films, especially the prequels, they just lit up everything, and well, these don't in the game, but this mod really does so much more, and it makes the trails of the lightsaber when you're swinging around in battle much better. There's actually 2 versions of this mod. There's a cinematic version that's tailored towards if you're static and taking photographs or doing cinematics. It's really, really good, so if you are into taking photographs with NVIDIA Ansel or the cinematic tools, then there's that option, or there is a gameplay version which just is better for gameplay. So that's what I'm showing off in this video. It's a fantastic mod that I've seen grow and get better ever since the release of the mod tools many months ago. And the top mod that I think is the most essential mod to have in Star Wars Battlefront 2 is the No Holograms mod from Der Wangler. So So this mod isn't as useful as it used to be back when Battlefront had this huge holographic effect in the front end and the spawn screens, but it's still useful today because it does still replace the spawn screen. So when you jump into a game with this mod, it just makes the game look incredible. So instead of having that flat background of the hangar or whatever, it's just like it's pretty boring. It's got some smoke in the background and whatnot. What this mod does is it replaces it with a background of the map you're playing. So Camino, you get the rain effect, you get the background of the Camino base. Same goes for any map. It's fantastic. You have the models looking incredible up close, and you have this incredible depth of field effect, which blurs the background from the models. So the models are so sharp and look fantastic. It's really, really good, and it's probably the best looking mod I think there is for Star Wars Battlefront 2. It just looks fantastic. This also works in arcade and online. Please be aware though, we don't really know the boundaries of if this mod is available to be using online, so you may get banned, but I don't think anyone has so far. It's just up in the air at the moment, but if you do want to use it, go ahead. No one seems to have an issue at the moment, well, from what I know anyway. So that is going to do it for this top 10 most essential mods for Star Wars Battlefront 2. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to drop a like and comment below what mods are you going to be downloading. There'll be links to every single one in the description below. And if you missed any of the two previous videos on screen, go check them out, and remember to subscribe for more Star Wars Battlefront 2 videos like this. Thank you very much for watching again, and I shall see you all in my next Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. Goodbye.